camera, but, you know, for my young fighters out there, you know, keep your head up, keep training, man. You know what I mean? Stay busy. Stay in the gym.
I want to fast forward a little bit, right?
Talk to me.
You start winning a few fights, you know. At what number of fights would you say, like, the competition level changes a little bit?
Oh, man. Well, I think for me, it was always several things. Either it was a mental thing or a physical thing. I think the first time I had to deal with the mental conflict of the gym or the fight game was, I remember this particular fight. I was in, I went to Colombia, South America to fight. And I remember I'm in there, we getting ready to get warmed up and stuff. I'm like, yo, so normally in the States when you fight, you know, you got the fighter, the A corner locker room and the B corner locker room. So, you know, you getting ready to fight, you know, that's how it goes. Over there, it's like, all right, where I warm up? They say, yo, go to the bathroom. So, yo, and I can show you the picture, like I lie to you not. All the toilets in the bathroom didn't have a seat. It was like like a big pile of shit piled up here. It smelled like piss. There's flies everywhere, and you still got to fight. So then they come to the fight. You getting your hands wrapped. They say, "Oh no, take that off. We wrap your hands out here." So I'm like, "Okay, all right, cool." Then you think that's nothing. Then while you're warming up, the dude you getting ready to fight warming up in the same place you warm. So your opponents is right next to you, warming up, and you like, yo, this bugged out, this crazy.
So y'all kind of see each other.
You see each other, right?
Yeah.
So then it's just like, the mental side of the game is like, you got all these distractions.
Yeah.
And, wait, let me even make it crazier. Then you got your gloves.
Yeah.
So they say, no, we give you gloves here. Or they give you these raggedy, probably like, I lie to you not, 16-ounce gloves.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you gotta wear these. And you like, 16 ounce for a pro fight? And they're like, yo, this how I go out here. This ain't America. This Colombia. This how this work. So you have to deal mentally with all them distractions, and it's the same thing for the pro game. Because now for the pro fighters, it's like they do little things in the contract to kind of get you out your head. Or when you get in the locker room, they put you in these small dressing rooms in these big stadiums with a bunch of other fighters, so you can't properly warm up and keep the AC cold, so you can't get a warm up. So that mentally prepared me for the step up fights.
Okay, so tell me about the biggest win of your career, you would say.
The biggest win of my career?
Yeah, who the opponent was.
It was a guy, so we were supposed to fight in Mexico, in Tijuana. And at the time, I guess the promoter didn't have all this stuff in in order. So we in there warming up, and then the police come in there and say, yo, there's no permit for this, we shutting this whole event down. So they shut the whole event down. So they said, we're going to make you another fight. We're going to get another fight. So we're going to change it to a different location. They changed it to a different location. The next day, it was in some small gym in some warehouse club in Tijuana. Like, literally, like exactly what you imagine. And I'm like, whatever. So it didn't happen again. So then a month later, they say, we want this fight to happen. So they got me a fight with a guy named Jair Senior. And he was a good prospect at one point in time, but kind of fell off. He had a couple losses, but he had never been stopped. The only person that did stop him was this Turkish Olympic kid. And I said to myself, I was like, all right, this is the fight that I need to take. And everybody's like, yo, they don't want you to win. If you go to decision, they're going to rob you. The promoters having issues with you and this and this and that. And I'm like, yo, I'm not here for the politics of boxing. I'm just a fighter. So I'm just here to fight. So I remember, and he came in overweight. He was like maybe 15, 20 pounds overweight. And in Mexico, they be like, yo, that stuff fly over there. There's no purse allowance. You don't get that per diem. You ain't got to lose that. Yo, hey, look, if you want to fight, you fight. This is Mexico. Same thing. It's a different set of rules. So I'm like, all right. And I ain't really see too much footage on him. But I was like, I can beat this dude. So then I see him the first time we come out in the ring. Yo, I'm thinking like he got that, traditional Mexican style. Yo, he come out like this, like he got swag. I'm like, the fuck, like, what you doing? And then he switched, and I'm like, oh, okay, so he more of a boxer. And he could fight and stuff like that. He was real tricky and stuff. So I'm like, okay, we just boom, just go to that body. Just do not break focus. Keep touching that body. Stay calm. And so by the time I hit him, you know, I just had to feel what his power like, what my power was like. And I'm hitting him to the body, and finally in the third round, I broke him down. Caught him with a body shot. Same thing, straight right hand to the body, double right hands to the body. And I remember, I think sometimes you get so enraged, you gotta learn to stay relaxed. Just as he was getting ready to take a knee from the body shot, I hit him again. He didn't fall, but he was getting ready to take a knee from the body shot, and he was like backing up. So right before he go down, I hit him. His nose like broke, splattered, everything, blood. And I'm from the tradition like, yo, listen, when you in here, you fight, bro. And it's like, yo, listen, it's either, you got to go home and see your family. Either you could or I could. And it's always going to be me. Yeah. So when I hit him, whatever, the fight was off. And he was complaining. And they said they didn't want me to win. Yeah. I wasn't supposed to win that fight. And I go to the judges raised my hand, the ref declared me the winner and everything like that. And then they said that, I think a month later, they took the win off my record and they put a no contest on there because they said that I hit him illegally. Well, if I hit him illegally, you should have said that in the ring, and you should have did that right then and there. So I was like, all right, whatever, I ain't no trip, whatever like that. But being at that fight happened and the way it happened, as easy as I made it seem, one of the coaches that I was with, he had a connection. He was like, yo, you could fight a little bit. I think you're ready to, get some tough sparring in. Yeah. I'm like, all right, well, whatever you got for me, let me know. Yeah. And I didn't know how tough it was, but that fight led to the sparring with Canelo.
Oh, yeah,
but
get into that.
we'll get it, yeah. We'll get into that.
What was that like, sparring with Canelo?
Man. Yo, I remember the first time I sparred him, right? Like, I'm in the corner.
Before you get into that, tell me, when you actually meeting Canelo, because, before you spar, you actually got to meet him, and hello, how you doing, the introduction, and yeah, get into that first.
Yo, one thing I say about Canelo, right? On a personal level.
Yeah.
He a class act. Yeah. He a class act, you know what I mean? Before you meet everybody, come in the gym, shake everybody's hand, introduce himself. Yeah. Nice guy. Yeah. Nice guy. But I think for me it was almost like, imagine, we in the ring right now, I'm warming up. Yeah. You stretching, you doing your little dip, your thing. Getting yourself ready. And you're looking around, you see the gym, and you look across the ring and you staring at damn near one of your idols at the time. Yeah. And it's like, there's a saying, they say, yo, when idols become rivals, right? Or, you never want to meet your inspiration. You never want to. And I think he, as far as the sparring goes, I found out a lot about myself in that sparring session. Like, a lot of people don't know this too, but you can see there's a slight little knot right here. Yeah. That's a tear in my bicep. Yeah. And, he tore my bicep from them little arm punches. Yeah. And I remember I could never throw my punches. I couldn't move anything. But I said, yo, no matter what, I'm not going to quit. Mm-hmm. And I remember, I would come home and there'd be days with I'd feel like a pain from getting hit in the body. And I would take it. I would never show it to him. When he would hit me, and I'd be like go straight towards him. Nah, I'm good. And even his eyes would be like, the fuck? Put dudes down with that shot. And I remember the first time he told me, he's like, yo, I spar heavyweights and I put dudes down with that shot. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I'm different. You know what I mean? I'm ready. Yeah. And I think for me, it was more so a mental test of just nah, you can compete at this level. So for me to spar him, it was a learning lesson. I learned so much, man. It's like from you, and you would see glimpses of him. When you would spar him, it'd be oh, I remember he caught so-and-so with that shot. I remember he caught so-and-so with that shot. I remember his defense. I remember when he was fighting Cotto, he was sharp. And you got glimpses of that, and it was almost like you get a kind of like a piece of history into it. So the first camp we sparred, That was for the Golovkin fight.
Yeah.
That was for the Golovkin fight, the third fight. And then after that, we sparred again, and I can switch. Yeah. So I went left-handed for him for the Ritter fight.
Yeah.
So, like I said, sparring him is just, it's an experience. And it was like, I learned so much from that. And I think that catapulted me to like a completely different level. And I think after that, like my step up of competition in terms of the guys I was fighting, it like jumped overnight. And I think I had learned so much from being in that camp. It was just that like, and even, and I say this, and I'm not like one to talk about sparring or nothing, but yo, we had some good bumps.
Some good work.
We had some good, and it's reciprocated. Like, yo, look, 50-50. I tell this story, and this is from God honest truth.